We've got ourselves a new target in this month's Pillage. Hey everyone, Derpy here, back with another Battle Pirates video. This is the level 135 Uncharted Waters target in Pillage. I'm taking my second hit against this target. I'm going to record it and narrate my process through. First of all, I'm going to stack and start moving immediately towards the Hellstorm. I'm doing this because my anti-mortars sometimes don't shoot down all of the enemy mortars from this thing, so I need to get it down pretty quickly. Notice the angle I'm at right here also does block all the damage from remote targeting from this little Gore Saber hole right here, so I avoid all that damage. Once this is down, I'm going to take down the Vulture Missile and keep the island, the mountain between that and myself, so it can't do any damage to me because the Meteor Mortars, I shoot down everything from that easily. Once this is down, I'm going to target the next Vulture Missile right here by moving up right close to the island and moving forward just until I can hit it. Make sure you don't go into range of the Brimstone. The Brimstone is the most complicated element of this target, at least in my opinion. You can see there's two of them, one right here, which I selected and hovered over, so I'm going to shift click that to keep it back there, and then a second one down here in the target. Make sure to avoid those, and that's where the majority of your damage will be coming from if you mess up a little bit in this target. You can easily outrange this other Gore Saber right here, so I'm going to do that and just kill that easily. Then you have to decide if you want to charge through the left side right here or through the top. I'm going to pinch the Brimstone right here and then go through this direction right here using the ice fields just so that I reduce a little bit of damage. You don't have to use the pinch if you don't want to. Same thing as I'm using a Steelhead Crew to reduce damage by a little bit. You don't want to do that if you don't want to. As soon as the pinch lands, I'm going to start moving because it's probably going to take me longer than that to actually get to the pinch because the ice fields here do slow you down quite a bit, as you can see, and there's really no way to avoid that. So this pinch is really needed here to get to this target and try and kill this Brimstone before it unfreezes. If it does unfreeze before it shoots, like it did there, I have to split my fleet up a little bit so it doesn't take any splash damage. So I split the fleet up and the Brimstone landed. Can't even tell if I shot it down or not, to be honest. Gonna stack everything back up and then come kill the Hellstar up here from the top, and that should be pretty easy. Also get the Vulture Missile on the way there. Those are a higher threat than the Meteor Mortars, although both of them, to be honest, are a pretty low threat. You do want to generally try to avoid engaging the Gore Saber, or rather the Hellstar, at the same time as the Meteor Mortar because your countermeasures could get overwhelmed if you're running but with a little bit of a greedier build. I am potentially getting hit by some retargeting or remote targeting from this Gore Saber right here when I was up there killing the Hellstar. I do get those names confused sometimes, so that's something to be watchful of. Through the ice field again, targeting the Vulture Missile first, kill that, and then the Meteor Mortar, because those Meteor Mortars shoot down everything from there, so that's going to go down. It looks like I've taken just a little scratch of damage, maybe from one of these mortars somewhere in this target. Now comes the thing that's a little bit trickier. If you're running a build that does higher damage per volley with a slower travel time, you're going to need to do a little bit of fancier driving against this little next spot than someone with, say, the high velocity rounds, higher projectile speed, lower damage. I'm going to engage this first little oil rig right here, or oil well, whatever you want to call it. Just do one or two shots and then turn away instantly so I don't splash kill too much stuff. See if I got that or if I did too much damage. Perfect. This middle one is still alive, so I can hopefully target off that thing to do some more damage to this thing, and I can do a whole bunch of damage to the surrounding area, kill all these backline mortars, missiles, whatever, without anything actually targeting me. There we go, that's down, and now it's just the Hellstar again here. And again, I'm trying to keep the mountain between myself and the Gore Saber, so hopefully it gets blocked by the mountain. Looks like it didn't quite have the right angle here. At this point, I'm going to move to the bottom of the target as best I can and enter one ship before everything else and kill this enemy Brimstone right here. If you had another pinch, you could retreat, come back in, do slightly less damage. Let's just move one forward and then everything else fairly close behind. Target this thing as quickly as possible. Move along the bottom so the ice field is not really interfering too much. And there we go. I am stacking up a little bit too much here. I wish I could unstack somehow, but the enemy Gore Saber right here is pretty tricky. I'm going to do the best I can to not stay stacked up, and Gore Saber, you have to outrange that. Its rockets do quite a bit of damage. Maybe I took a little bit too much splash damage there, maybe I didn't. We'll see on the battle report. This is about what I expected, just a tiny bit of explosive damage taken, looks like 6%, based off my anti-mortars not being quite fast enough because I'm not running with high velocity rounds, and then some penetrative damage, maybe a tiny bit from the Vulture, but mainly from the Brimstone, and then I could obviously shoot down the rest of it. That's what this evaded category is, and if you're curious, the enemy has fairly low explosive resist. Damage taken 18 minutes, rounding up. This was the second target I hit. If I hit this multiple times, maybe with 2 pinches, I'm sure I could get down to instant on map, but this should be instant in base, so hopefully this helped. The brand new target half an hour after it's out is cracked, and you can do it pretty easily. Now this target, you cannot take Praetorians into it right now because that is tier lock, and Praetorians are tier 8, not tier 9. Additionally, this target is supposedly tuned for 3 Everest, whereas I am using 4. Let's go ahead and show my build right now, and this is the same build I've been running in my past videos, and it's been working really well. If I were going from scratch right now, I would go with an RFX engine, high velocity rounds, instead of the Strike System 5 and K2 bombardment system, but hopefully I get some increase in projectile speed somewhere down the future. Either way, I'm not complaining about an 18-minute repair time for the target after it just came out. I will be trying this throughout the rest of Pillage, and if I find something else interesting, such as auto or one chip, which I'm guessing will both be about an hour damage, I'll post that as a video, so you know where to find that. Hope this video helped. If you enjoyed the work I put in this thing, leave a like, and as always, this is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.